Hello students, this is Mr. K, Khalid Kasem, and I want to give you some idea about circles. I noticed from the previous test that some of you missed some questions about circles, so let's talk about it a little bit more. So I will discuss that through about 4 examples. Here is example 1. Let's say the question was find the center, radius, the center and the radius of the circle whose equation is x squared plus y squared minus 2x minus 4y minus 4 equals 0. Then graph it. How are we going to proceed in this? As follows. Please give me attention carefully. So let's first remind each other about the standard form of an equation of a circle, which is x minus h quantity squared plus y minus k quantity squared equals r squared. In that form, you all know that h and k stand for the center, so center equals this, and r stand for the radius. So what does that mean? I need to try to make my equation looks like the standard form. How would I do that? I will perform what we call completing of the square for the x terms together and the y terms together. So let me do the following. First of all, let me collect the x terms together. So I have x squared minus 2x, and I'm gonna leave some room here to add some number. Let me also collect the y terms together. So y squared minus 4y and plus, and I will leave a room here to some number to be added soon. And at the same time, I'm going to get rid of this number negative 4 by adding 4 to both sides. So I will end up with 4 on the other side. And notice in this case that in the left hand side, negative 4 and positive 4 makes a 0. And on the other side, I will end up with that 4. Let me now do the process of completing of the square. Let's remind each other about that. So how did we do that again? We go to the coefficient of x in this case, which is a negative 2. We're going to divide that by 2, making a negative 1. Squaring that, so that's a positive 1. So I'm adding positive 1 here. Let me in fact do that in a different color. So I'm adding positive 1 here. To keep the balance of my equation, I want to go to the other side there and also add 1. I hope you will see this color coding in here. Let me do the same thing with the y terms. So completing of the square, the coefficient of negative 4, the coefficient of the y term is a negative 4. Half of that is a negative 2. The square of that is a positive 4. So let me add that here and also add that in the other side. Very nice. Let's see what will happen now. So this is now what we call a perfect square trinomial that can be factored by taking the square root of the first, the sine of the middle, the square root of the last quantity squared. Here is my plus sign. Similarly here, the square root of the first, y, the sign from the middle term, a minus sign, the square root of the last, which is 2, quantity squared, equals, on the other side I just add these numbers, 4 plus 1 plus 4 equals 9. So I just write my equation in the standard form, x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. Now let's make a comparison to figure out what will be our center. So by comparing that to the standard form there, our center is, look at this value, take the opposite of negative 1, which is a positive 1. Look at this value, which is a negative 2, take the opposite of that, which is a positive 2. So the center is located at 1, 2. X equals 1 and y equals 2. Here is my origin, given that this is my x-axis, this is my y-axis. So my center will be at x equals 1 and y equals 2, which is right here. And my radius is the square root of 9, and the square root of 9 equals 3. So in order for me to graph the circle, which I already have it for you already here, I started by drawing the center for you here. Now going 3 units to the right, 3 units to the left, 3 units up, and 3 units down, and then I connect these points and make my circle. I hope this will clarify some of the confusion, and you are going to see few more recordings soon about the same topic. Thank you very much. Have a great day.